hello and welcome to the channel. So apparently Sony has leaked the PlayStation 5 on their 30th anniversary logo. So somebody, some sort of, I don't know, have one hell of an eye, because if you look right here, you see the PlayStation 5, and then if you look to the left side right here, right next to the 30th anniversary, um, right here you can see the PlayStation 5 Pro. So, shout out to Wario over here from X that showed us the PlayStation 5. And honestly, it's been all over the freaking internet, I guess. It's not really the best kept secret. Everybody knew that PlayStation was going to make a pro version of this console. And what I'm hearing is, the rumor is, the state of play is going to be next week, where they're going to announce the PlayStation 5. And they better have some bangers to go with it, because you can't sell a console without having the software to go with it. Otherwise, who the hell would buy it? And it can't be just improve frame rates, improve lighting and all that nonsense. We need a powerful. I mean, it's not going to be something like next generation, because obviously they're going to be making a PlayStation 6, which I'm going to probably skip the PlayStation 5 Pro for the PlayStation 6, because the one I have right now is good enough, and that should carry me over all the way to PlayStation 6. So that's the one I'm going to be looking forward to. And hopefully the rumors of the price is not accurate, because that's a lot of money when it comes down to it. What is it? $699 is what it's rumored to be. So about $700. And then if you calculate taxes, depending on where you live, you're looking at almost $800 for a PlayStation 5 Pro, which is absolutely insane. And you're in other markets, you're paying close to $1,000, and this thing will sell out. This is gonna sell out for sure. At least if you are one of those early adapters and you want one, you're gonna either, you gotta be quick with it, or you're gonna have to pay some scalpers to get it if you're really that dedicated. Honestly, just wait a few more months and you'll be able to get the PlayStation 5 Pro for a reasonable amount of money. I mean, it took a long time for the PS5 itself to be available for all the gamers out there, but during COVID is when it came out. I believe 2020 is when the console came out, and at that time there was a lot of shortage, so it took Sony a really long time for them to to put the console out for the consumers to actually get it, at least the actual people, the gamers, to get their hands on, because they weren't really making money from software wise, because everybody was just scalping the consoles, so selling them for a ridiculous amount of money. And I'll admit it, I made some money on that transaction. I bought a few, I resold a few. I am part of the problem, but it's the market. Let's blame the market. The market decided that people wanted to buy them at that price, which, hey, I'm going to take advantage as much as I can. The PS5 Pro, though, I don't know. If it's $700, I feel like that's a lot of money. So if the PS5 Pro is $700, then what do you expect the PlayStation 6 to be? What, $800, $900? That's just insane amount of money. At that point, you might as well just buy yourself a gaming PC for $900. You can get a pretty decent build, whether you buy it yourself or just buy a already built PC, which I would not recommend. But if you don't know anything about PC building, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. It's like Legos, you just assemble the parts together and voila. It's pretty straightforward. But anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the PlayStation 5 possibly being released, or not really released, but being announced next week on the state of play? Hopefully they have some great software to launch with it. And shout out to PlayStation again for releasing the Astro Playroom, or Astrobot, I guess. Astrobot has been doing amazingly well for them after Concord took a dive, which I was able to secure me a copy of Concord. So I have a physical copy of the game, which is brand new sealed, and that's never gonna see the light of day. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it somewhere to showcase Sony's biggest failure. if they had just listened to what gamers wanted, this isn't something that gamers wanted. Hopefully, Sony will learn from this mistake and continue to invest in products that's gonna actually sell and do very well, like first person single player games, or I don't know why I said first person, just single player games in general. I think they should be investing more money in those kind of games. Just make games that people want to play. Stop trying to just follow the trend, because when trend end and your game isn't a hit, then you flop, and that can hurt your bottom line by millions of dollars. I think it took 8 years and what was it like $200 million to develop Concord? Ridiculous. But anyway, I'm done yapping. Leave your comments below.